Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Oh, yeah, brother, I am. Let's go. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Pete?
Not too much. Not too much.
Say hi to the wife behind me. We're having Reno's done, so we're out on the lake, having a little fun. That's nice. It's Mrs. Marco over there, just saying what's up. Drinking. What are you drinking tonight, hon? The crowd wants to know.
Strawberry margaritas.
Strawberry margaritas in a can. I didn't know they came that way, but they do.
Oh,
apparently.
yes, they do.
That's a thing.
I had to pick my wife up some.
Yeah, so that's a thing, I guess. What's going on, Rob? And what is going Rob's Comics and what's going on, Ruben? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Ruben says hi to the wife. She says hi. Anyways, so what's going on this week, Pete? We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of good things. We decided, there was some of those too. There's some suggestions about maybe covering some DC stuff. So we're gonna do a little bit of Suicide Squad as far as like variants, which we know DC variants are tough. And we didn't do the cheap out. We'll do it next time. And and then we're also going to do a tier list, of course, a C list too. So we have you guys all on there. What's going on? Jedi Check, Text, and JJ Maxwell, Seltzer. We're not quite a White Claw family. We don't have a bunch of woo chicks over here, so we don't do that too much. Anyways, Pete, but we got some news breaking off first.
Yeah,
what do we got?
You want to do news or you want to do pickups first? What do you want to start with?
Oh, we could do either one. Oh, yeah, because just because I'm on vacation doesn't mean I didn't stop. I stopped. I actually have an interesting story about stopping, but I did stop at two places. So we can do pickups first, though. Let's go. What do you got?
You want me to go first? All right. Well, I got a few things. There. I'll swap. Ship size. All right. So first things first. My dad found me Firefly.
Ooh,
box is
nice.
A little dinged.
Yeah.
Box is a little dinged, but it's just for me, so I'm happy with finding Firefly.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The kid's going to take it eventually. The kid's going to open it.
Yeah,
anyhow.
Exactly. Same thing with this Super Commando Mandalorian.
Nice.
Got it for like $5
really?
At the flea
Where do you
market.
find that at?
The flea market.
Really?
$5, but you can see the box has got a rip in here. Like it's got a little tiny tear.
Oh, what?
But who cares?
That fell off a truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of these guys, there's some shadiness going on in how they stock their tables.
You didn't get another one of those. I'm looking for one of those. Are you kidding me?
I got this in the mail. Like I pre-ordered it. I did the video about the comic 2-packs, and I mentioned this, and then it shows up today.
I thought you got two of those already.
I got two of the. This is in the mall. This is the Crimson.
Oh, you got the Crimson, yeah. Was it
Carnage Jacks?
Is it right? It's the right one. Oh, it's the right one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Carnage Jacks. It's not the opposite of who it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be the other guy.
It is. In the
Here,
first
Candles.
line. Yeah, it is. They screwed it up, but no.
All right, yeah, so, okay. So I just thought it was weird. Like when I was like, wait, I thought I ordered one, and then this is what showed up. So
yeah, they changed it around. Yeah, that Crimson is cool too. I was trying to get the original one, and then whatever, it got back ordered. It was no fun. Those things are crazy too, but just not going on.
Oh, nice. In the mail because I didn't find one on the shelf, so luckily I did pre-order one.
So I'll tell you this: there was a lot. I did pre-order too. Those were actually behind in diamond shipments. I talked to my LCS, and when I talked to my boys, I said, "Guys, now I ordered these in J. I was on a YouTube channel telling everybody to go down to their LCSs. You guys, after I just said how good you were on a show, you cannot let me down and not have my book." They said, "Listen, man, they didn't even give us like a quarter of their." I know people think that those boys are gonna be all right over there at Diamond, but good luck selling.
I heard there were delays again today.
Good luck selling figures, boys, because you can't sell books. I don't care. And I mean, I got a lot of friends that get mad at me for saying this, but Giuseppe's, I'm sorry. This ain't the business for you. It just ain't. Sorry,
Not anymore.
Steve. It ain't it.
Nope.
So.
What else I got? I got the last Black Knight variant to finish off my Stephanie Hans connecting. This is number 5. They all connect.
We should do a video. Maybe, guys, you know what? We should probably get this in chat too. Hey, Tony, what's going on? Maybe you should do a short with a little bit of that background music, like that sweet background music you put in there, and just show off some of the connectings. The reason, because I know some people love them, man. Might be a good idea.
I do personally. I like the
wonder what Chad thinks about that, but
yeah. Let us know. We can always do that. I like doing the music thing. I'm gonna do another one for maybe the Forgotten First or another Chasing Ghosts.
I like that, man. That's so cool.
I got 2 of this Shazam.
Hey, good job. Short fingers on top of books so we can't see what they are. That's a great idea.
Oh, well, there we go. The Shazam, the variant, the 1 in 25. I forget who the artist is. But that was sold out and was hard to get. And then I got a bunch of cheap variants that I bought off of eBay. It was just like the seller had a bunch of stuff and then a whole bunch of auctions going. I was like, I just put a bunch of cheap bids down and I won a few of these for a couple of bucks. Like 1 in 25s of like, Avenger, Age of Ultron, Book 5, just random stuff. Did you lose sound? Yeah. I also got this Cyclops #1. I think it's a 1 in 25 as well. And then I got some 1 in 50s of these weird Revolutionary War books because I literally won this 1 in 50 for 99 cents.
Huh.
Yeah, so I figured, why not? Same thing with like this motor mouth.
Yeah, there's this series. It's called Ronin Island. And yeah. Do you know that series?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the same thing. They got this weird variant number on it. I think it's like a 1 in 20 or something like that. And I for some reason, bought 2 for $1.
I like that kind of stuff. I like Ronin stuff.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm almost done. I got a dupe, 1 in 25, all new dupe.
Oh, I love dupe, bro.
I do too. Nice. And I was like, I'm gonna get a variant for.
I thought he was funny, man. You're lucky because if Dupe came out nowadays, there'd be a lot of old men complaining that it wasn't their dupe, and we'd have a problem, bro. You know what I mean? Some people are really angry. Hey, Jedi text, don't worry about it. That's 7. The RI, just keep on top of it. It might show up. That had that. You know what's funny is what was it 3 that had the Adventures 3 had the Darth Maul on it.
Oh yeah.
The B cover, the secondary cover came out a month after the A cover came out. Dude, I'm telling you, my girl's over there right now doing the stuff with IDW and Star Wars. Yeah, she better get it right. Like, and she usually does. She'll get it right. This will be all corrected. I think part of it is, I think the majority of it's probably like I said, a Giuseppe problem. But
that's what I was gonna say. You sure it's just not the boxes are on the wrong pallet?
Well, hey, look, I'll get the phone call out to Heather Anos, and we'll see what's up. I'll call the boys. They'll take care of it.
My last 2, I grabbed this. I think it's a 1 in 75 of Avengers World issue 2.
Ooh, that's clean.
Yeah, it was nice. And again, these were cheap. I don't remember how much it was, but it was like $10 or less for like a 1 in 75. So I didn't pay a lot for these because I figured I'd take a chance, and if I won, I won. And for this one, I like the color version a lot more, which I think is actually more expensive. But the 1 in 100 for New Warriors, the Campbell,
ooh,
$15.
Get out of here!
No, $15 at auction.
Get out of here!
Yeah,
I actually do like the Campbell stuff a little bit better, especially when his wife Vera at a con.
I like the color. Yeah,
if you're at the con, guess who color your books for you? If you're at the Campbell booth, his wife. She does a hell of a job too. No, I'm serious. Yeah, she's good. She's really good. So I did make a couple stops. A place on the way named Lang's. If you ever are on the west side, including Michigan, and you get to stop out in Marquette. Is it Marquette? Is that where? Muskegon. If you're in Muskegon, he travels around, does a lot of shows in the Midwest. But if you're in Muskegon, he actually has like 4 stores. He's got like a car. It's in one of these malls, right? It's in a strip mall. He's got one whole area is cards, like it's all cards, all types of sports memorabilia, cards and everything. The middle area is like comics and like newer cards like Pokemon and stuff like that. Little dollar bins down there. The third area is toys and Legos and Pops and all that stuff. And then across, if it's a Saturday and Sunday, and I called Todd after I got in there, and he's like, bro, no shot. Because it's only open on Saturday and Sunday. But he has what he calls the warehouse, which is just loads of long boxes, discounted, 50-cent stuff, like just knockout. And he's like, I'm sorry, Marco. Like, I love you, brother, but it ain't happening. No shot. So, unfortunately, I didn't go through that, but I did go through some of the regular areas. I did get a bunch because the kids were with me, so it was more of a kid shopping experience than it was on my shopping experience. However, of course, I had to thumb through the Star Wars real quickly, get a couple of Star Wars. So I always like picking up these the card covers for, the crazy droids. I got both of those.
There's so many of them.
Of these?
The action figure cover.
Yeah. But I always like the crazy droid ones. You know what I mean? Those are always good. So this is like a sweet, this is a sweet one with the Inquisitors. I know Inquisitors on everybody's tongue, but these are the crazy Inquisitors. Like these are like the I lost an arm game. He might be dead, might not be dead Inquisitor. Remember? Because like in the game, or is it he? I can't. Is it she? But like might be dead, but she might not be dead. She might be one of the last ones alive. So I think that's kind of dope. That other one's dead. I mean, dead. Princess Leia 1. I don't know why I pick it up, but I see it all the time, so I do.
Yeah, why not?
This is kind of cool Hondo cover, second one, and got Kanan on it. And this is a B, so I always pick it. I can get these for $1. These adventures, I'll pick them up. Speaking of B's for $1,
nice.
This actually didn't this have the Momoka incentive color? It did, didn't it?
I think it might have.
I'm pretty much sure it probably did. And then, I was with the kids. I picked up Cars. But I like to pick up some of these like first Disney stuff too. So
some of those are hard to find and actually get pricey though.
They were pretty decent. So I did that, but probably the best score was as I was leaving, there's a store across the way, had just a bin. And it was like $5. Well, no, it actually had DVD, so I went and got a Dora Explorer so I could pop it in the DVD player because we still had a little bit of a
cartoon or the live action.
No, cartoon. Because so whatever you use, just $1 DVDs. So got that, but on the way out, there's just like this huge bin, like almost like a trash rubbish bin. You know, like the old rubbish bins. It's like $5 shirts. I'm like, oh, cool. And I see this Spider-Gwen one with Miles on it. It said, never miss a Wednesday, right? It was real cool. Just read it. Super small, bro. Does that look like super small to you? No, I couldn't fit in that thing worth a damn. So I was like, damn. But I picked it up. And when I picked it up, I was like, what's that? And all I saw was this little logo. Maybe I didn't fold this right. All I saw, hopefully we can see this over here. All I saw was that little logo shining at me. The official Nintendo logo.
The official Nintendo sticker.
Kicked another shirt off there. Got a pretty dope Metroid.
Awesome.
Shirt for $5. So that's a score as far as I'm concerned, man. I'm all good in the hood on that one. So, Larry the Cable Guy. Yeah, Cars is the first appearance of Larry the Cable Guy in comics. There you go. Look at that. Eric got us good. All right, so that's just some of the stuff that I got there. I did go to another shop that said they sold comics, still say they sold comics. I think they had a fake person saying they sold comics. I walked in there. She's like, yeah, I usually have Silver Age and Bronze Age stuff and all this cool stuff. It's like, where's it at? She's like, well, that was, we don't want that many people in the shop. So I was like, well, that's one way not to have people in your shop.
What?
He's talking about COVID, which is, I understand. But why are you open? You had a couple of UK.
What are they? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Look at when the internet's ripe right now with people complaining about LCSs. You know what happens when somebody's got a sign up or somebody tells me they're not selling comic books in a comic book store? Thank you very much. Go to the next one.
I'm just trying to work through it in my head. I'm like, well, when do you sell the comic books? Do you advertise when you sell the comic books?
She does. No. It was like the best was there's an advert that a month ago they were there.
So but now they aren't because they don't want people. But the people will still come looking.
They're in the building, bro. They're in the building. You know what you say? You go, hey, look, yeah. We don't try to keep the limit of people, but in the back room over there. Wink, wink. You go back there. You come out. Stack. We're good. That's it. Look, I'm not trying to tell anybody run their business. Is what it is. I'm never going back because, at that point, you don't sell books. If you don't sell books,
what am I gonna buy?
Hey, it's like what I had this conversation with. We're already into Marco time. I had this conversation with somebody at Con. They said, "Oh my God, that person! They have all their books priced on eBay." I said, "Yeah." At a con. I said, "Yeah." They said, "Well, Art. Well, what do you mean, yeah?" I said, "Well, yeah. I never bought one book. 20 years buying comic books at con. Not one book have I ever bought from. I don't even look at that dude's stuff. I don't even have the time to glance at what he's got on his wall because it's not priced for me. So what, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I can't help you out with that stuff.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Either way, that's what we got. What do we got in the news this week? Because we're going to have some interesting stuff. I know that. I know we're going to talk about something that I feel very strongly about and, which is pay people their money.
Let me get our intro going. Oh, I don't have papers, but I'll just use comic books to pretend. As I shuffle the papers here. There you go. So for the news, I actually grabbed a lot because I don't know why. I kept seeing things I thought were interesting and I kept throwing them on the pile. So just to give you a little bit of a tease, there were a lot of things that jumped out at me this week. The first being Kevin Feige said to be angry and embarrassed at Disney over how they're handling the whole Scarlett Johansson, lawsuit and everything.
Write her a check then, bro.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, it's not up to him.
Yes, it is.
He doesn't write the check.
Yes, he does. That is a cop-out, bro. Look, I know this. I don't physically put the stamp of my name on the checks. Somebody else does that for me. But when I say send out a check, guess what happens? That check goes out, bro. Okay, yeah. I hear what he's saying. It's a great PR move. But at the end of the day, if he's saying pay her money, she ain't getting paid her money because he say afterwards, like, I can't believe she wants more money. We're like, this is a bad situation. We got to handle it right. And tell him what's going to happen next, because that's what I think it's really getting into.
What? What do you mean?
Well, that they're going to go live. I think the whole excuse was to go live to make the theaters go. So both sides now are going to get nervous. Like, you're not.
That's basically it. Yeah, because that's what we got next. I was surprised to see that, Free Guy, which comes out next week, and Eternals, which isn't until November, they're going to skip the premiere access and go theater only. So next week, when you want to go see Ryan Reynolds, being silly in this weird video game movie, which I think might be entertaining, I just don't like the title.
Yeah, I think it's going to be entertaining too. You want to know, as a stock owner of Disney, what I'm going to tell you? Fire him and everybody else that thinks that going video on demand is a bad idea. Because you want to know what? Video on demand made that movie profitable. You know what's not going to make Free Guys profitable? And everybody can yell at me about this, but proof's in the pudding. Putting it as theater only, especially now. They're going back to mandates. Like, you're out of your mind. Pay the people money.
It's bad timing for all of this. But
this isn't the rock to stand on, man. Like, what don't they understand?
It's weird. Like, why are they picking a movie that's coming out next week and a movie that's coming out in November, but yet they're still going to release Shang-Chi in September on premiere? Like,
you want to know why?
The strategy behind all.
I get it. You want to know why? Because these two movies aren't going to be able to hit as big as a banger domestically as she is. If you're going to be able to make it up overseas, you're going to get the stuff over here. These are the ones you can spit in the face of the theater, and you can spit in the face of the actors. Well, wait a minute. You want to get paid now? The theaters. You're complaining about us only doing theaters. Cool. We're going to give you theater only access on Free Guy. Which one would you rather have, Pete? Free Guy or Shang-Chi?
I know which one I would choose. But
look, I love me some Ryan Reynolds, dude. Guy's good. I love everything he does. I mean, if him and The Rock have movies, I'm watching them. And John Wick. I'm watching every John Wick. But the bottom line is, if the theater goes, which one do you want in the theater? Free Guy or Shang-Chi? I'm not saying Free Guy. And if they go, well, we'll throw a little externals, I'm like, and you better throw in a new Frozen movie too, because that ain't gonna work. Those two apples don't equal a pie. Is what I'm saying here. You know what I mean?
So you think they're doing this as kind of like a built-in excuse of why they don't do well? Like, Eternals underperformed. Well, it was theater only.
Well, it's theater only. Yeah.
Oh, wait. You guys wanted.
You're complaining about points. You want to renegotiate your contract. Okay. Well, yeah, you should get paid. We did theater only now, so it's only theater. Think about this. Think about if Ryan's got points on Free Guy, which he probably does. Think about. You got, what's her name? Is she Jolie still? Yeah, Jolie.
Oh yeah. That's what I was going to say.
She's not Jolie Pitt anymore. She's just Jolie. You better believe she's got points on it.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Salma probably has it.
Guess what? They just covered on it. They don't have to pay either one of these two now. What are you going to pay Ryan Reynolds? If Ryan Reynolds is getting 1.3 points on that, he's going to make $20. He's got a better shot working at McDonald's for a month than what he's going to make off that movie.
JJ is limited. All right.
Yeah. So see, JJ's got it. I mean, that's what they're doing. Like, and I'm not. Hey, look, I'm not knocking people who work at McDonald's. That's work that I mean, that ain't me. You know what I mean? That's way too hard work for me.
Yeah, it's way too hard work. What you get? It definitely is not worth it. But all right, moving on. We're going back to another one because there was another trailer released. So we had this in the news before, but we got another Carnage trailer that showed a little bit more of the movie. So Are you excited?
Yeah. See, now this. See, now if you put this one theaters only, then they're doing something. You know what I mean? Then it's get a shot. But I mean, I think this is kind of our play, right? Because Sony is doing theaters only on this. They don't have another option.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I
think so. We're going to see. I think this is going to be our first true number test. And this isn't. I'm not saying we're going to hit like Avengers numbers on this or anything like that. But we better hit like above Doctor Strange numbers. We better be doing domestically. Even the combined numbers of Black Widow. We better be doing another 20 million on top of that with this.
We'll see. I mean, we got a little bit more Scream as well.
That was cool. What'd you think? It was cool, right?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I just don't know. Like, again, this whole, Delta variants things masking up. I'm hearing like SummerSlam might be moved back to the Thunderdome for WWE to move it back to the wrestling conversation.
Well, maybe, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Maybe I'll call my friends over for you people in Michigan. This is what I'm going to do. Just remind me. Maybe I'll call my friends over at Imagine Theaters. Call my boy over there and say, listen here. I know it's been a tough year. Let's do a thing. Get it in the park. You know what I mean? Get the old widescreen in the park. We'll all catch Carnage in park. All right? I think we can do that. We should be able to do that. That'd be a good one. Yeah. I don't want to miss this one. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like this. It looks good. So.
No, I hear you, and I'm with you too. I think it should be entertaining. I definitely like the wig they gave Woody for this one better than. Yeah,
I didn't mind the. He looked creepy.
He looked ridiculous.
Dude, you have to make, but you got to make him look creepy, right?
He wasn't creepy. He looked silly. I couldn't take him seriously because he looked like a Raggedy Ann doll or something. It was just the curly bits. He just looked goofy.
Hey, James puts up a good point here. He goes, he wants to know how they're going to do the Shriek's power thing. They can't possibly call her a mutant.
That's a good call.
Yeah, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. He looked like he did look like what was the clown from
Sideshow Bob?
Sideshow Bob. Yeah, Sideshow Bob.
Oh, it wasn't quite Sideshow Bob.
Like, it wasn't that bad.
Mass, but yeah, it was early Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he got it himself. Yeah, that's kind of interesting what they do with Shriek. I think is it such a big deal anymore with saying mutants? That was a huge thing with Fox, right? Because with Fox, it was very tension. There's a lot of tension there, and Marvel really wanted to get those products back. Where I think they're kind of like, hey, Sony, as long as we get a cut off most of this stuff, we don't care. Like, we could use them in Civil War. We're gonna. It's the minute Sony's like, you can't get a piece of Spider-Man anymore. There's going to be a lot of things that change. There's not going to be mutants popping up. There's not going to be not even a hint of a mutant. You're going to get like some weird Quicksilver Scarlet Witch thing.
All right. My next one, we're going off of comics for a second, but I'm just looking forward to this. It's the most expensive show ever. I'm looking forward to the Lord of the Rings Amazon series. And seeing Rivendell or whatever I'm assuming this is Rivendell. I don't know. I can't wait. Like, I'm excited.
It's gonna be like the inside of it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is really gonna be. What the show is really gonna be about. But the only problem is, we gotta wait a whole another year. It's a year from next month.
I wonder. It seems like because we came up in a weird era of technology, right? Like we knew there was a lot of limitations on what we could see. Like we're that perfect era where you start to see Lucas trying to come up with all his stuff, and you saw what's his name over at Apple coming with all his stuff, and you're like, we'll never get there, right? But then all of a sudden you start to see it get there, right? Like George kind of screwed up the original 3 movies by remastering them, but he just wanted to advance the technology, and you saw all the stuff coming out of the cartoon world. We had all the pixel stuff and all that, which is great. I wonder now with the game engines, that's what it led. It used to be, so movies used to be led, were 24 in by the porn industry. That's what it was. Like, that's what advanced it. Well, now the gaming world is kind of leading the movie industry, right? And we're seeing a further, they probably still, the internet's now, but you're seeing a further advance in how quickly and how inexpensive they can make these the world building is so much cheaper now than it was like 5 years ago. It's unbelievable. And I think it's good for something like this, for the Lord of the Rings title, where you can get so integral in those elements.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be really cool, bro.
I think it is too. But that's the thing. There's so much like CGI that's going to go into this thing that's why I think they've already finished filming, possibly. So they just got a year worth of let's get it ready.
Yeah. I mean, take your time, but don't take too much time. I don't want it to turn into like the Winter Wings or what. I don't want to turn it into another Game of Thrones novel because that thing.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, don't even start on that. There's no way he's finishing those books. Anyway, moving on to Miss Marvel. It's just a promo image. I mean, we've already kind of seen it before, but they give you a full look at her outfit. So, yeah. It is what it is. I mean, apart from the red Converse.
I saw almost the same thing on a billboard on my way here, bro. Like, not impressed.
It looks the same as this.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to nitpick. Because I had to watch. So I've watched a lot of Miss Marvel cartoons. All right, in this household, we watch all the like Secret Warrior stuff and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
This is nitpicking, but could they do the hair? This is gonna sound terrible. Could they do the hair a little bit better? Get her a go wig. You know what I mean? Like I want the puff out in, hang, puff out in, like the. Is that called a bob? What is this thing called? A bob?
Rachel?
Whatever that she's got in the comic book, and she's always gotten all the freaking comics. Just give. Like I don't want to see the swinging hair in the background. I want to see this thing, like the boopy and then the droppy.
Oh, yeah.
And I want it to be like and this is another thing with the costume. I'm not talking about the young lady at all. I'm not that type of dude. I'm saying like in the costume, like it has that old school like nurse cut, right? Like where it's kind of over here.
Yeah.
I wish they do that. But besides that, I want to see in her fist needs to be bigger.
I mean, they try to modernize it, obviously.
What's the purple with the? Oh, is it the purple with the fist? Because that's like CGI. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. I think that's like some sort of like power.
Cool, because I want to see huge fists. I want to see boom, huge fist punching and like the creepy grab hands that she has.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if they'll do that. I wonder if they're going to try to like shift it away from that and do something with this. I don't know why this is purple. I don't know what the purple thing is.
It's a cable costume. Yeah, hopefully that's not like a power fist. Because like both hands, it's like
that's supposed to grow and be weird. And
are you excited? Is the son excited? Do you know does the boy know anything about this character? Is he excited for it? Has he watched the cartoons before where they have the whole group of the?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my son, he prefers all the female characters. He just like all those the ones you were just talking about, like Marvel Rising, like all those.
Yeah, Marvel Rising. Yeah.
He watched all of those.
Little Squirrel Girl coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
I think to make Squirrel Girl a little more of a smart ass like she was when she was in Great Lake Avenger.
Yeah,
but whatever.
I do still kind of wish they did make that show. They were supposed to make that New Warrior show on Freeform or whatever the heck it was, but and they is it AT&T girl? Who voiced her? Like she was supposed to play her? I don't know. I thought.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I wish. I mean, if you're gonna make one funny for the adult, I think you have to. Like, if you do so like Squirrel Girl sounds ridiculous. I get it, but like if you're going to make this product good, enjoy. Like, I'm gonna have to watch some of this stuff, and if they do like the Rising stuff, I'm gonna have to watch that too. But if you get like, you need smart ass Squirrel Girl, right? Like, you got to have that. That's the character for the adult, like the cyborg, like of the Teen Titans type. Not cyborg, Beast Boy, or the Teen Titans type shit. Yeah. That's what you need. You need that Beast
That's
Boy.
what you need. Mm-hmm. Now, I wish there were clear pictures for the next one, but this is the best that we got. But we get some set photos of Gore today, so that's why I had to throw this in.
Okay. So
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna show him as all white, but. The face kind of looks interesting. Like the face has that creepy look to it, but I got to imagine they're going to be adding bits to this.
He's
not going to walk around as a.
Is he going to say? Is he going to go like this? Is he going to go like, "I'm Gore. I'm Gore."
Oh God, yeah. Who knows what kind of voice Bale's going to give us?
Why has this guy got a job? I don't like. You can get rid of this dude. You yell at Boo guy.
He was great in Empire of the Sun. He was like 12, but
he was 12. Great. Yeah, and then after that, he started yelling at boom mic guys and stuff like that, telling him he's going to get him fired and stuff.
He got big time.
He's not. He got big time because what has he been in since he did a terrible?
No. That's what I'm saying. Batman. He got big time. Batman, big time. So
yeah, he was a bad Batman.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It is. Yeah, I will actually agree with that. Like I liked him as Bruce Wayne. I thought he was a good Bruce Wayne. But yeah, the voice just bothered the hell out of me. As much as But that's it. You got to imagine that the white, the full-on white look is going to be, juiced up with some special effects. It's not just going to be like William Sadler in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Like, he's not going to be Death walking around.
Oh, there's a guy with the boom mic right there. So he's going to yell at him in the second frame. I see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, good for you.
He's terrible. His voice just hurts my head.
Go
ahead.
But, of course, we got the God Butcher book, so we got it done too. Which, as long I have this book, I've looked at this book. I think it wasn't until today that I realized he's actually in the background, Gore. Like, I was looking at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's back there. I don't think I ever noticed him before.
It just looks like him in Power. You ain't lying.
No, he's not.
No, that is him in the background. Yeah, I don't even think I thought about that before.
I don't think I caught it until today when I pulled this image. I'm like, oh, look at that. Because I thought about throwing in issue 5 where they're fighting. I think it's issue 5. And I was going to put that up there too. But anyway. Next, I think this is the last one I got. Just rumor. This is just rumor stuff. Found it on comicbookmovie.com. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, rumored to introduce Ironheart. We'll stop there for the first part. It makes a lot of sense.
Does it?
Think about it. When we left the end of the first Black Panther, they were setting up that school in Oakland. It makes a lot of sense. Maybe
even though we lost Chadwick. So now we're gonna okay. So then, I think they're gonna have to give a buffer movie. No, you don't think so? You think it's gonna go right into
Well, she has a show coming. Like, she has a an Ironheart Disney Plus show coming. I don't know if it's coming. I guess probably next year. But they're going to have to introduce her somehow. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense to just kind of tease her. They already cast the girl. They already cast the actress. So she's got to show up somewhere. Otherwise, you're going to wait. You cast her and wait to film her 2 years later. Like, she's going to start getting older. They got to start putting her in something.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it makes sense. Like, if they set up that school in Oakland, it makes sense for her to show up there and her to kind of be maybe more, mentored by Shuri. And I guess, since Chadwick's gone, because Tony's gone, so she can't be... I don't know.
Well, if it's just a cameo. What if it's just cameo? What if she's just kind of like...
Oh, yeah. I think it'll just be like a small little tiny bit. Like, hey, look.
Oh, hey, this is one of our top students or whatever in the school.
Yeah. Name dropper.
Name dropper. Yeah, cool.
But, and obviously, 7 and 9. Comic-wise, if you're looking, those would probably be your firsts. And then the second half of the story is, Werewolf by Night coming to Disney+.
Is that true? This is what we want?
Just a rumor.
This is what we want. Does anybody want
more horror? Like, we had the Ghost Rider rumor as well. I thought about putting that in, but I figured enough was enough.
J.J. Maxwell, their movies. They'll figure out a way. Vin Diesel should be in the next Black Panther. That's hilarious. The question I have about this is, did anybody read Werewolf by Night before?
What, Marvel Spotlight 2?
I'm not sure that holds up as well as the whole Moon Knight.
Well, they're going to revamp it. Who knows? We might not get the original one. I haven't really read the new run. Maybe they'll go with the new run of Werewolf by Night. Who knows? Who knows what they're thinking?
Hartman says it, and I think he's dead on in what he says. I think there's a lot of dead time right now, so people are just...
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're reusing old rumors. They're just throwing out crazy ideas, and then this way, in 6 months, when it's actually doing something, they'll be, see, I was right.
No, this is what they'll say. All of a sudden, Werewolf by Night will show up in Moon Knight for one spot, and they'll be like, see, told you, he's coming to Disney Plus. Like, it's not even the same thing. It's like a reference.
But he didn't get his own show.
No. I said he's coming to Disney Plus. Yeah, well, okay. Moon Knight's coming to Disney Plus. The odds of Werewolf showing up at one point is probably good, but they're saying it's actually going to come. Yeah, we'll all forget. You're right. Right.
I don't even know so much we'll all forget is that nobody will care.
Yeah.
Nobody will care, but that's all
I hope they do. But, JJ brings up a good point. I hope they go a little bit dark for some of the older audience so we can see some. There's just some cool things. Because then you go with the monsters. You can go with. There's the whole Monster League stuff they can do. And,
the Legion of Monsters. I want to see
Monsters. That. Yeah, I do too. So.
But, realistically, did you see some of the Ghost Rider rumors for this? It's all based on Marvel.
I'm the worst. You're in the chat.
It was awful. It was Marvel they got a LLC for like Richmond something or other Avenue, which is a street that's near the cemetery, which is the cemetery that's close to where Danny Ketch. Like it's like it was like five degrees removed.
Right, but they also own the rights to all other paraphernalia, marketing, and comic books for that type of stuff too.
No, so exactly.
They actually lease out when you think about it, they actually lease out, so they actually have to. That's the one part about comic, but whatever. Okay, they have to lease that stuff out. That's how it is. It's a long-term lease to people. It's a weird system. We can talk about it one day if we want, but today's not the day to do it. Yeah. So I think it is based on a bunch of BS, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, what do we got next?
Next, I don't know. What do you want to do next? You want to do C-list, tier list, or the top 5 variants on a budget?
See, that's funny. Eric, that's great. I think that was Mephisto. I actually haven't seen what you put for the variants, so let's pull up the variants real quickly.
All right, I can do the variants. Let's go switch it up over here. While I get myself situated, I will do the intro. All right, so I'm trying something with this background. Let's see if this works with what I laid out for the images.
I like this. I kind of like this guy.
I got to admit, there's not a lot of DC variants. Like, DC didn't do what Marvel has done. I mean, yes, DC had a lot of like the monthly monster variant, monthly this, whatever. They did those, but those were basically like B covers. They weren't incentives. They weren't really most of them weren't really in a high demand. So they didn't do a lot of incentives. So I didn't have a lot to choose from until Marco told me about the DC, universe variants. I was like,
well, we won't do that till next time.
No. We'll get to those. But let's see. These are my top 5 variants on a budget. And for my first pick, I decided to go with, since a lot of people these days, I didn't at first, but I guess at this point we kind of have to, second print, consider it a variant. So I went with this Suicide Squad #1, the second print. The red cover, it pops a bit more to me. And it's just something you don't see a lot of, actually. Like, when you go out looking, you go hit up eBay, like, there's not a ton of these out there. And I don't know. It could be an interesting book. I mean, you can see one just sold $20, so it's not super, super expensive. $20 ain't awful, considering...
But you can find this in Dollar Bin, too.
You could, possibly. I just don't know how many they printed in a second.
Yeah.
I mean, they also had, like, the Halloween Fest. I think there's a Halloween Fest version, too. Like, one of the free comic book day type of deals. So, I went with that one for the first one. And then I did one more second print. And that one was also in the... I think it was the same run. It might have been the next run. Number 14, which is the Death of the Family storyline. Yeah. And I dig this cover. I think it's Ken Lashley.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I mean, you got the whole, what's his name? King Shark back there. Harley.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. I still can't believe they put his voice in there.
I'm telling you this. John Cena was in Detroit, and then he ended up showing up the premiere. That's what I should have done. I should have done the You Can't See Me today.
Oh, yeah, you should have done the You Can't.
But everybody who saw it, hey, thumbs up. They're saying by far the best. Not even close. Not even close.
I trust James Gunn to give me something entertaining. I do. But this second print, also $8. Like, this ain't gonna be expensive. You can find this for $8.
Nice.
If you can find it. Some of these are kind of tough. Now, my next one's a little tricky because it's also this book, but it's the first print of issue 14. But it can be shenanigans could happen. This is the regular issue for number 14, but they're saying there's an error version because it doesn't have the Joker mask wrapped around it on the outside. But I don't know how easily it is to tell whether somebody just ripped that sucker off,
right,
or if it was printed this way.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. It could be tricky. I tried to research it, but it was tough trying to find very clear information on it. and a lot of people were questioning it. And then they were talking about newsstands, but I couldn't find a good picture of a newsstand as well. They said the newsstand has like an extra $1. It was like $3.99, and it doesn't say direct, but I couldn't find a picture of one. So I don't know, but still, this one does all right by comparison to the rest. In that,
that's cool.
It was $40.
Yeah,
$40. So,
but is it an error? We don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's an error or not. Like, I gotta imagine. I mean, CGC actually grades this and will grade it, without it. But they didn't really make a clear distinction. They just say something like without cover. I don't know. Like, they don't make a clear story behind it.
They still give it a 9.8 without the Joker cover. Really?
Yes.
They're saying that it is an error. They're just not verifying.
I don't know, but then again, you can't always just trust CGC by what they do.
No.
They're not the ultimate call on everything, because I literally I sent in, I think it was Kanan 1. I sent in a regular Kanan 1 and a second print Kanan 1. The regular Kanan 1 came back and listed first appearance of so-and-so, gave me 6 different people.
Yeah.
And then the second print, same book, submitted at the same time. It was first appearance of so-and-so. They gave me one name. Why is this
technically a reprint? So it's not the first appearance.
I know, but that's what I mean. What was weird is why didn't it?
Why even do one? Yeah, I get it.
It was weird.
Either do it all or don't do it at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But
I agree.
Moving on to some of the incentives that I did find. 1 in 25. I actually moved ahead earlier. It's issue 3. Yeah, it's an interesting cover. You got Black Manta, Joker's daughter, Harley fighting it out. And this one, I like that one. It's cheap. It's 1 in 25. You can get for $7. Yeah, under $10 for a 1 in 25.
That's good.
I'm just saying. I don't know how many were printed. I gotta imagine it's not that many. And when you do 1 in 25 and you do that gorilla math on things, it's got to be 1,000 or less.
I'm just telling you, now's the time to go hunt DC, because those bins are just full.
Exactly.
They're full.
And these are the type of books you can even find in dollar. I found variants in dollar bins because people don't know the DC variants, because all you have to do is look at the barcode. Just DC at this time, they didn't do B covers really.
Right.
So you see that too. So this is, you look at the barcode down below, it's 321. So it's third issue, second cover, first print. It's
people love when you're they love when you're digging DC. They love it because
how many Green Lantern, the incentive variants I've pulled out because they were just mixed in, and Wonder Woman as well. They were just mixed in because they didn't know. The shops didn't know that they were incentives. So definitely dig and definitely look at the barcodes to kind of tip you off a little bit. And then my next one is issue 2 from that same run. I really kind of dig this. And I think this is Megan Hetrick cover too.
That's creepy.
Yeah. Joker's daughter is just a creepy cover, but
so creepy.
I like it. Also, 1 in 25, but that's a 9.8. That's $50. That's a CBCS 9.8 of this book for $50.
Slap that book, number 2. Dude, you guys talked me into watching some video. I watched some dude complain and cry. It was a messed up thing, but one of the books he slammed, I was like, well, why would you slam that? Whatever, man.
Because it was an incentive variant. You never know. When these things pop, I submitted some those America incentive variants. They weren't worth all that much, but now,
No, but that's a little different. That's a little.
Hey, they were maybe banking on Joker's daughter doing something.
All right.
I don't know, but still, $50 for a 9.8 is. Again, this is another book you can find. You go look on eBay right now. You can find it for $10 or less for 1 in 25. Yeah. So, just saying, it's cheap.
That guy collected everything in CBCS because that's why he said it there. Go ahead.
I know that's 5, but since I had the one with the error that I was unsure of, I figured I'd throw the number 1 again. Since we were also talking about these 1 in 25s, I figured I'd talk about the number 1 of that same series. But I got to cross out the budget bit because this one's a little pricey, which is kind of weird. That would have been the most heavily printed book, so there'd be more copies of issue 1 than there are of 2 or 3. But yet, best offer, I checked the Canadian dollar exchange was $87.87. So still $90 for this thing.
JJ Maxwell, do you see what he says down there?
What's that?
Now if you wait to slab, you won't get. Yeah, but that's not what that guy did. He slabbed because I see that slab.
CBCS.
I see that CBCS slab. CBCS still takes a bloody year.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that too. So it also had that
and then 52
20% below. So it's been like a
That's how I
$60, CG.
But that's why I'm wondering, like, if like actually the video you guys made me watch, this guy, they're not GP, but the guy had slapped stuff and he slapped it at CGC, which was all like, it was like stuff that wasn't. By the time he sent it in, it was already done. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, good question. So here we go. Who's got barcode?
Well, I got some.
What did I just do? All those books. Where do we go?
Here, I got one. I'll do this new Warriors book. I got this new Warriors book in front. I'll do this. All right. Is this a solo layout? All right. So this new Warriors book. This was issue 1. If you look at the, try to get the barcode up here.
Let it sit for a second. There you go.
Right. So the barcode, it's 001. So this is issue 1. Number 3 means this is the 3rd cover, and then the next number 1 is first printing.
First print.
So that last digit is the printing. The digit before it is the cover number, and then it's usually the issue number. So something like this one, which is issue 2 of the series. Let's see if I get it clear.
There it is, 0221. That's what you say. Yep, there it is, 0221.
The second cover, first print. As far, it doesn't tell you like incentive numbers or anything like that. Like it doesn't tell you like ratios, but it just tells you that this is a variant cover. I mean, that could be a B cover, that could be a 1 in 25. You just have to know the book, what it actually has, available.
And that's the kicker. Like a lot of times, like with Marvel, it'll be the B cover will be 2.
Exactly. Well,
IDW will say usually RI for incentives.
How many variances do they have now for Marvel? You've got so many different theme months and action figure covers, and then we've got the blank cover and this cover. There'd be like 10 different covers before you get to the incentives.
Absolutely.
But yeah, IDW will give you like RI and RE, and they make it a little easier.
Yeah, cool. Hey, I mean, and guys, ask questions if you don't know. Like it's we don't know what to answer if nobody asks.
I don't know.
We
what
appreciate that, Eric.
Know or don't know.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that before, but I don't know who listened and who watched me the first time I said it. So I have no qualms about explaining things.
What was that? Maple? We got the maple background going on. Maple wood. That's
nice.
This was
because I had the desk. It went with
nice.
The whole thing. I was going for the desk
nice.
vibe.
I like it.
With the file folder down. Like
I like it, dude. That's good stuff. I like it. All right, let's get into the tier list. We got 18 in the chat. Just give a thumbs up. We really
go with the Friends Suicide Squad one if you want.
Yeah, what do we got here?
I don't know. What do you want to do now? We got tier lists though, and we got
tier list. We got probably get some tier lists done here.
All right. Well, let me go with something a little less abrasive than the bright orange. All right. So for the tier list,
we'll give the C list. The C list is gonna be hot this week. By the way, it's gonna be fire. The C list is on fire this week. I put a little bit extra time into it. I did a little bit extra. It is like if you want a special C list, stick around for that C list.
Definitely stick around for the C list because
the C list is crazy this week. I try to go all in on it. So just because I'm on vacation doesn't mean I'm on vacation.
But before we get there, we still have the tier list.
Get the tier list.
All right, so we have. Okay, did I have this in here? All right, there we go.
All right.
Bring up the pile.
Oh wow, we put these two in there too, huh? Okay.
We put everybody in there. I put the list in.
Amanda Waller. Oh, wait, time out. Go back to the list. Go back to the list. So we added 2 new categories because we've gotten a lot of complaints lately. People have been listening.
Going to the, yeah.
I feel like that can't be. Well, we added a because we've got a lot of those in-betweeners. And everybody's like, we need an in-betweener between the B and the S, and we also need an in-betweener between the trash.
No, we had the A. The A was there.
So I don't want to see a lot of characters coming. I want maybe 1 or 2 from now on.
I just put the D in. I put the D back in, and then gave us trash.
Yes, give us trash. So we get.
So this way we can differentiate at the bottom.
The bottom too. So we got a little bit higher.
More room. Having more room at the bottom, I think, will also help us suss out the top a little bit better as well.
I agree.
Because now our middle, we now have a high middle B and a low middle C, as opposed to just B being the middle.
That's just Street Fighter. Yeah. Hey, and I am on vacation. It's all right. I'm already on it. All right. Hey, here we go.
You want Championship Edition Street Fighter 2? This is the 5th version of Street Fighter 2. Don't
worry. Hey, by the way, check out this channel Sunday. Star Wars this week is going to be in a different location. because I can't just stay in one spot. It's going to be a different location. We might have some guests. Who knows what's going to go on? It's going to be a crazy show. All right.
Oh, I should have done like a follow that bird kind of video for you. So it'd be like, Marco on the road.
Don't worry about anybody that's trying to find out where I live. We do have people there too. We don't leave our house by itself. You know what I mean? Not that house. All right, so here we go. Amanda, we're gonna start off with Amanda Waller. We all know her from the first movie. She leads all the team. Honestly, this is an all-around thing. This isn't just a movie thing. This is all around in comics and all. I think she's such an integral role. She has to play the A. She plays out very well in the comics. I know they tried to get away from her a couple times as the lead foreman in the team, and it just hasn't worked out. And I don't think we could put her any place but A in the tier list. So let's start that one off with a little bit of an A, don't you think?
I'm not putting her in the trash. I'm just putting her in a spot so I can move her up to the front, because now the actual list is down below. I'm actually not going to argue with you on this one, because apart from the movies, which I did like, Viola Davis's performance, I think through the comics and anything from the cartoons to the TV shows, like she is, she's badass. Like she's in charge. Whatever version they've given us of her, basically.
They've done a great job with her.
She's not been a goof or a goon or.
Ruben. Listen, brother. We added another tier. We literally put another tier between S and B, and you still give us a B plus, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
Push her up.
I love it.
Now, if you said B minus, then we'd have to think about pulling her down.
We would.
Tony's with us.
All right. What else do we got? Wait, Ruben, he's on vacation. If we don't see him outside, no, she's not.
This is Solo giving us an ID episode on.
This is already planned out already. It's planned into it. All right. What do we have next? That's me, not you. I'm loving the chat today, guys. Thanks for the chat, man. Really good. Really appreciate the participation, man. Next up, we'll go down a little bit because we always like to go back. All right, here we go. Shade.
It's Eros, Star Fox.
Okay.
No, not.
That is. I think if we're gonna get it.
And I had to go. I thought about using the other version or the other. No, this was the one that was on covers.
The problem.
This is the one I used.
Oh, so there's a problem with it. It's a Ditko guy, right? So like, I can't put him in the trash. But like, at the same point, like,
well, that's why I gave you D.
I gotta put him in D. Ditko gives him a D, man.
You could be bad, but not be garbage.
Can we tell a Ditko story real quick for all the people that don't know this story? So Ditko's notorious. He's passed away a couple of years ago, but he was notorious for years for not like going to cons because he always said that Steve Ditko is a character, right? Steve Ditko is the person who creates these characters, but is a character. The man,
in the third person, he's saying.
In the third person, like the man, Steve Ditko is like, not just even a curmudgeon, but like a recluse, almost like a guy who sits in his house all the time and just writes stuff and stuff like that. So people would always try to get signatures, especially in the 80s and the 90s, and they'd post each other. So what Steve used to do till people found out and the internet hit is Steve used to sign stuff. I apologize. I will not sign your comic book or anything else because, unfortunately, I don't believe that the signature of mine is worth anything. Compliments. He doesn't say compliments. He goes, in my regard or whatever it was, Steve Ditko. And then would add that personal message into the book and send you back the book you sent him. Okay, you guys get that? So like he's telling you he's not going to sign anything, but he would sign a personal note for you and give it back to you with his signature on it, which probably was the funniest thing. But once it leaked out that he was doing that, he stopped doing that. Everybody's got to ruin a good thing. Yeah, I mean, everybody, yeah, people started ruining good things. So he stopped doing that too. But like the guy, T for trash. Hey, Tony, it's close. It's close. C or D. Oh man. D. Okay, I think we got a couple keywords in the D. C or D and a D here. They kept it out of the trash. It's almost.
Yeah, we got some D's.
They almost refused D's, but yeah, I mean, like that's a good one with him. I mean, I get it. At least he can draw feet. It's not a jerk because he can't. So next,
won't let that go.
The guy's did you just see what he did again?
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get it.
I mean, come on, man. I don't want to get into it. He can't eat too much snow. The other big characters that they have in here, and if there's going to be somebody for the S tier, I think this could be it, because he goes all the way back to the Silver Age, like when they were doing the old war stuff. He was great in the war stuff, right? Then he moved out of there. They kept him. They kept making him like he's kind of the conscience of the team, right? Like he's definitely fucked in the head. All right, he ain't all upstairs, and in some of them he's a lot darker. Like that movie version of him was a little bit light. You know what I mean? He's not exactly not a criminal, because he's kind of a criminal. You know what I mean? Like, if you massively kill people, you know what I mean? I don't care who's paid your check. You are what you are.
Yeah, so you're on this side, it doesn't mean. You know.
Well, I mean, just because the dark money on this side gave you it to you doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. So,
exactly.
But I think if we're going to give somebody, well, maybe not.
I don't know. I was
A-ish.
I was an A for me.
Okay, A-ish. Let's see what they have. Rennavision is live, Sticks. Yes, it is. Every Wednesday. It's good to see you. Hey, Sticks, I hear you're doing really good on the what's that app? The What's Nots?
Oh, Whatnot?
He's doing so good he couldn't even put up a What's Nots today. He had to go out there and ship out all the stuff. So make sure you're checking out the Stick.
I'm gonna do one soon.
Make sure you're following him on the IGs too, if you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Rennavision is gonna do a Whatnot soon. I was pulling books to figure out what am I gonna sell on there, just because I'm kind of curious. It's
Stick.
like a shopping club. I think it's going to be kind of fun. I just sit in front of like a camera for like an hour or whatever it is, and just go
B plus. I might actually put him B plus, except for the Silver Age stuff. And Sticks, this is where I'm going to say, like the movie, yeah, he's a government killer. I get that, but some of those storylines, he really totes the line on if he's a serial killer or not. Are you B? You're in B. You have him in B too. All right, maybe.
No, I had him in B just because of I was just putting him into the list so I can.
Let's see him in A here right now. We'll see where we can put him later, maybe.
I liked him in A because, team lead of sorts. Yeah,
and plus, he's older. He's like the oldest character. Always been there. Older than everyone
I
else.
also dig the yellow shirt that they're bringing back from the movie.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go back down. Oh. I actually like Captain Cold better in the cartoons than anything else. But I think he's like... I think he's in the BC range, right?
Really?
You think he's A? You think he's
S? I would be an AB just because I like Captain Cold. Like of all of Flash's rogues or something. But I'm also kind of I like Jeff Johns. Like the Jeff Johns run of Flash and whatnot. Like I love that kind of era, and that's what I think of. And I think of him as being kind of like the boss of this ragtag bunch.
You know what the problem is? I always think it's Mole Man in a parka.
I got you. That doesn't affect me. I don't get the Mole Man.
So yeah, I mean, I'm as high as B. If you want to go higher than B, you can do that. But I got like the Mole Man in my brain. I do like him in the cartoons. You're right. I forgot the Flash thing.
Oh, but that kind of does pulling it down.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, well, he's not trash. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he had the Flash thing, and yeah, he's got the cartoon thing. But then like he's also got the Mole Man thing, and he's also got the like. Friends. Yeah, but he's also got the punch all the time. Like he's always just easy to beat. He's almost like a Boomerang. You know, like Captain Boomerang. Like Captain Boomerang's just there.
Don't blow the lead. We got him coming later.
I didn't know we had him later. Sorry.
Now Eric. That's all Eric can see.
Yeah, definitely looks like Mole Man. Yeah. All right, going back up towards the top because the top is always heavy, and that's where Pete always puts the best people.
I put the list as you provide it to me.
Okay, Deadshot. You did, because this is an order of when people showed up.
I don't have time to think about order. I just got to go through and grab.
Literally, this is like so. Where their first appearances, Rick Flag showed up first. Amanda Walker showed up second. Deadshot was the third. So Deadshot is it. I actually really like Deadshot. I don't know though. Is he S? Is he good enough to be S? Because unfortunately, I don't think Will Smith was good enough to be S. But I think the character is good enough to be S. But then again, I have Rick Flag being S almost.
Yeah, you were trying to push for Rick Flag being S. I was also just in that kind of. I'm still only like an A for me.
Yeah, he's kind of like only an A. I don't know if we're gonna get an S out of this.
I don't know. I'm like you say. I wasn't looking ahead in this list. I wasn't thinking of. I
think these two right here, Jack Flag and Dead Shot are. I don't know if he can be an A. Okay, put him in A. Somebody gives us an S. We'll move him up.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not opposed to it. I gotta.
Oh.
might have to be talked into it. Ooh.
Okay. Put him up. 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 That's 1 S. A minus. Wait. Time out. We're split again. A minus. Oh boy. We'll keep him there. We'll keep him in A. We'll keep him.
Nah, we don't grade him. We grade him. Popular opinion.
M, you're the deciding vote. M. Pierce is now the deciding vote. Is Deadshot S or is he A? S. Hartman gave him an S. There it is. It's already there. We got it. But I still like Pierce, so let's have him go. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate it. All right. What is up next? Let's see what he gives it. We'll watch the chat for that. And well, it might not be over. New rules. Okay. He gave him an S. Okay. You got it. It's S. Okay. This character is fucking terrible. This might be
I know some of these characters.
This might be trash. It might be our first trash character. It's not good. What? You can't? Why not?
I'll tell you why.
Don't say the movie because it hasn't come out technically.
I know,
yet.
but that's my reason.
You can't.
It's my hope that
the movie hasn't come out.
It's going to be hilarious as Javelin.
Look, I'm
going to like this character.
I have a feeling that Tim Gunn, and I shouldn't say this. I have a very good feeling.
James Gunn. Tim Gunn is the makeover guy.
Who's that now?
It's James.
Anyways, James Gunn. I have a feeling James Gunn's gonna kill off a lot of people. I have a feeling Javelin. I have a feeling Javelin's gonna go and throw up a javelin. Wind's gonna come back and things gonna go right through his eye and he's gonna die. Now I haven't seen the movie yet, so if it happens, it's not a spoiler, but a spoiler alert. That dude's died, and it's gonna be funny, but he's gonna die.
I look at things like this. We look at the. Oh no, that's the background. I can't use that one. Oh, I don't have an overlay. Ooh. I was gonna say like the picture of like the team when the character's real small.
Pete, you can give it up. Ruben already gave us an emoji already. This is D. He's trying to save it for you. Olympic villains are all trash. All right, give us what you got. Try one more time. Try.
No, that's it. I don't really have anything. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie yet. It'll be tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow. Friday. I'll be able to watch it. But I think he's going to be funny. And I think you guys are going to regret this trash and say, you know what? He was a D.
Getting a javelin through your eye does not, just because you're funny you tell one joke. It's like a little kid. Little kid tells one joke. Yeah. Hold on.
That's all
Time out, guys. I got to see something. Here, let me see it. Zach, let me see it.
Zach Morrison?
Thanks. All right, stop digging under the bed, please. Yeah, you need to go to bed, or we can't go party tomorrow. So my son's partying. He's out there partying, apparently. He found a Sam Adams bottle top. We don't drink Sam Adams. Great hotel. This is like the suite. We're like staying in the suite, apparently, and it's interesting.
He found it under the pillow.
It's awesome. That's what you want your kid to find.
It was stuck in his foot in the shower. It came out of the shower in a Sam Adams bottle.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. Don't worry about it, Sonny. They understand. They know I'm on vacation. Yeah. Yes, that is trash too.
All right, fine, Chad. I'm just.
We need a chance to catch up.
Still gonna be funny.
We need trash to catch up, anyways. All right. So next up, we've got the Enchantress, who has really done really well in the movies. Her story is very developed as far as the comic books are. I got her in the BA. I never really liked her. I don't think they did enough with her. Like, I think if she kind of got more Constantine-ish and then like she, you know what I mean? She did kind of some of the dark stuff, but like she got in the Constantine line, like pulled it over and and they kind of just got her into the Suicide Squad, and it's kind of like,
yeah. I had her in that kind of B range. B was what I was thinking. Like for her, I was pretty comfortable with B.
Cool.
I could be talked. I could be swayed. I'm not feeling that strongly about it. It's also weird when you have characters that have the same name. You can't help but compare, Marvel Enchantress to DC Enchantress.
Yeah. Two different ones. Yeah, but the Enchantress in DC is like just a creep ball that like does this thing where she like, a completely different type of character.
Oh well, the way that they showed her with the weird gyrating, almost spastic movements.
Spastic. Next up is Sai. You can't give her anything lower, I think, than a C. Why did you use this picture? And this is why I'm going to
Because
tell you.
Said all the other pictures that were too revealing.
This is what I'm going to tell you.
In my head, so it just used the one I found where she wasn't, all hanging out there.
This is the new version of Psy. Before that, let's just say it looked like somebody drew a naked picture of somebody all the time and just used the very minimal to cover her up.
It looked like a Perillo Red Sonja cover.
I don't know how she fought in most of the things, but it was very interesting, and there's some great art that came out of it.
I think Vampirilla's outfit made of metal.
Well, we'll show maybe some later. So I have her in like kind of the BC area, especially she was around for
BC,
so C probably. Well, she died, right? Like, didn't she die? She died, right?
I don't even remember her.
Put her in the C's. We got a C for her. I should have told everybody she's like 3/4 naked because now everybody wants her in the B's. I mean, I remember her, but I don't. I mean, I remember her. But,
You know what her outfit actually looked like? She looked like a Mantra from the Malibu run because of the gold with the blue cape. That's what the original version kind of looked like.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I couldn't get that out of my head.
D. Captain Boomerang D. He's a garbage character. D.
Well, you're thinking of,
the comic books.
Exactly.
D. Garbage.
The movies, I thought he was amusing.
Maybe a B then. I would say D. Let's see if anybody can help with that.
I will split the difference and go C.
C? Yeah, we got C boat.
For now. Let you guys argue it. Like I said, I'm not a big Jai Courtney fan. I mean, most of the time he's pretty wooden. Like if you saw him in the Terminator movies where you playing Kyle Reese, like, oh, Jesus, show something. Like,
wait. Tony's got him in D. This is actually C for Psy. Tony's got her in D. Me and Tony both got him in D. He's a D character, bro. Like he's a D, straight up a D character.
I know. Well, if you go off the weird, flight attendant hair thing, and that's why I'm like wondering. So why do I feel like I was talking about it? Because I did talk. Because I feel. I got a video tomorrow where I'm doing Suicide Squad characters too. That's why.
Okay, let me explain to you something about Captain Boomerang. He's like the easiest boss in Mega Man. He's like level 1 boss, like a mini boss. Huh?
He's Cutman?
No, but that's what. Yeah. He's like Cutman.
Well, I think you got to start with Cutman. I think that's how it starts. You got to go Cutman, and then you got to go the big guy. The
level everybody can beat. He's literally the level everybody can beat.
The one with the scissors, Cutman. Not the scissors.
Yeah. That's him. That's actually Boomerang. Right. Captain Boomerang. You just didn't know. Capcom didn't have the rights, so they just called him Cutman. It's D. He's D. Nobody's getting it.
Fine.
All right. Now, don't you dare. Don't, just because it looks funny in the previews, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, you tell me what you were going to put him as.
Just D.
Just because he's somebody's friend. Just because he's somebody's brother. Because he does look funny.
I think he's going to be entertaining, and I think he's going to be one of those characters that people will talk about after this movie that we haven't yet seen. Just because I know how Gunn works. Like, you can guess. You can guess, like, things that are going to happen. Like, Fillion's going to be in the movie all of, like, 90 seconds or something, but the detachable kid is going to be memorable.
E-Man saved you. E-Man saved you because I was putting him in the trash. Straight up trash for Weasel. I was putting him in the trash.
I mean, I can't argue that if you look at the comics.
All his comics are trash.
I know. I mean, he's got an orange outfit. Like, why does this guy have a onesie?
Like, here comes my man.
Have an orange onesie.
We're half and half. Half and half.
I give extra points.
Nope. Trash him. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say, I give extra points for using the emoji for the trash. Like,
trash him.
Trash. Fine.
He's straight trash. Straight
take my two hopefuls for the movie. You guys are going to like these guys. We did this list next week.
I think they're going to be great in the movie. They are garbage. Well, yeah. I don't think Javelin. I think everybody's going to go, ho, and then that's the end of the Javelin. Weasel.
I don't know.
You can change it.
Maybe it's because Javelin reminds me a lot of Sean Spencer from Psych too.
We will. Hey, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea. Next week we won't give a new tier list. Maybe we will add a couple, but we'll flash the phone real quickly and hit it up next week. Just do a quick, like 2 minute, or maybe we'll just do a short. Maybe we'll do a short, just a tape short between us and re-hit it up. All right.
What do we got next? Let's move on.
We'll still be out. I'm out of town for like a month. Vacations are great. All right. Bronze Tiger. Actually,
I thought that's who Idris was going to be.
Actually, I might surprise you. I actually like this character. I like this character. I mean, I like it enough where I think, like, character-wise, DC character-wise.
You tell me what you're thinking. I put him where I would put him.
I'm a little higher than that.
That's what I figured. By your setup, I can hear it.
I probably haven't bothered. I mean, an A, I think I don't think we can go down to B. Like, if it's a B, it's a B plus plus plus. Like, I think this is why we create this character. Is the reason why we created the A tier. He's above.
We didn't create the A. The A was always there.
What did we create?
We created the D.
Well, it adds an extra element.
It does. That's what I'm saying. The bottom helps spread out the top.
Yeah, I agree. We got B plus, which would be an
A. B, solid B, a B plus. So until we
you got to put him in B. You got to put him in B. All right, fair enough.
Again, I thought this is who Idris was going to play, and I did like Spawn. What was the guy? Michael Jai White. I think he played him on Arrow character, but it was just a minor character, so it didn't do much as far as the TV show appearance goes.
Which thinker are we doing? Old thinker, new? Because it's new thinker, old thinker.
I went with the movies. You said if they got a movie, go with the movie.
Thinker overall, I think is B. I think he's the definition of a B type character. Long term, been around for a very long time. I don't know why he's that far on the bottom, but like very long time he's been around. He's got some good stuff. He's a little crazier sometimes than he is on the other times. And he definitely has got to do with Starman, so I think we can get him in the B. Anybody against the B? B. Tony's gonna be.
I mean, he was a season-long big bad Flash villain. If you want to go to the TV area,
yeah, sure. His older stuff is good.
I have hopes. Same.
His older stuff is
the
good.
Other guys. I have Capaldi, Doctor Who. I have hopes that he's going to make him interesting. But I think
you know all the actors. I don't know the actors.
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's what I do. But I think his role should be very small. I mean, I don't think they're going to use the Thinker much.
No, I doubt he's one that dies. Somebody's going to die out. C plus plus. Guys, we can't keep giving plus pluses here, guys.
Yeah, see, Sticks and I think we're giving them the Doctor Who bump. And I think that's partly what it is. I think I'm giving them actor bumps.
I think we might lose here.
Sean Gunn, or
I think we're getting overvoted by the chat. Oh, we get one more C. We got to move down.
But C plus plus. I don't know.
Yep. All right, let's see what we got. Next up.
Well, what does that say? Do you think it pulls it down to a C? Or no?
We get one more. We'll do it. I have to move close because they're finally down.
Oh yeah, no, I got it. No, we'd have to have one more C because we got a Capaldi bump from Sticks actually saying A. We got a C that's bending to B, and then a C plus. So we got to keep him in B for now.
All right, keep him in B. Keep him in B. Next up is where am I with this? Rango's guard. Oh.
Yeah, B is good. All right, we'll leave Thinker in B. Who are you going with? Blockbuster? I was trying to figure out a way to put my old school Blockbuster logo.
Skullet Kingpin? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. I just love the name because I worked at Blockbuster through college. So
I think it's also good that they did a skullet. A man with a skullet is a special human being.
Oh yeah.
But I still think that pushes them up from a D character to a C character.
Do you?
Do you think it's above a C? I think
no.
I mean, hey, listen, if you want to move him down because
I was just gonna say the Skullet made him a D from out of the
Really? Yeah, okay, put him in D.
I don't know. I just never a really big fan of Blockbuster. Personally.
Okay, put him in D. You're right. I was probably overdoing it.
E-Man.
All right, E-Man says
Tony.
C.
Tony's got us a C.
All right.
I'm fine with a C.
Pete was. I would just open up a new card with Pete all the time. So I didn't have to.
JJ, I'll be honest. I was actually a manager at Blockbuster. All you had to do was tell me a story. I don't care what it was. I could take your late fees off. I could care less. But the second you admitted to me that you returned it late, I had no sympathy for you. As soon as you admitted, I returned it at 2 o'clock, I'm like, sorry. It was due back at noon. You told me to. You could have lied. You didn't. That's on you.
Let's see.
No sympathy for you.
Blockbuster always gives you late VC.
Yeah. Come back and talk to one of the other managers when I'm not here. Come back tomorrow.
The next person.
What do you want next?
Ooh, this is another one that they S tier. Vixen S tier. Detroit Justice League S tier. S tier.
I think you might be letting Detroit sway you a bit.
S tier. S tier for Justice League. That is the most.
What everybody else says. I like Vixen. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I actually like her.
Vixen. I like her. I like the covers. There's not many. There's a few covers. This G.G. Jones that I made sure I found this little bit. Love this cover. Mm-hmm. I love the couple Middleton covers. I think he had
the Lioness. Back to the Lioness.
Yeah.
A tier for sure. I think she could get S, especially if you show some of the earlier stuff of her. She's another one that they.
We're getting
the boys really like to try.
I'm completely on board for an A.
All right, it is.
I could be bumped to S. I just didn't automatically have it. But now that I'm looking at the list, I didn't have anybody. I was like,
yeah, it's going to be a tough S tier. I mean, can we save him for the trash can, or he's not even the best nemesis? Like,
no. Yeah, the second I'm going to pick a Mark Millar character, however you say his name, over you,
Agreed.
You have problems.
You do.
If I'm going to pick an oddball, weird, bat-winged G.I. Joe character called Nemesis, I forget what, Nemesis Enforcer, over you, you got problems.
Trash can.
I'm in the trash.
Trash can it is. Her turkey is.
You guys can save him. If any of you guys are big Nemesis fans, go ahead, shout him out. But
double trash can.
Yeah.
Okay, up next we have got. Oh, actually a pretty good one. Nightshade B. B.
I'm in that BC range. It's in the middle.
BC.
Let's see what you guys say. I'm fine with again, BC's right in the middle. So I'm fine being on the high end of the middle. But if you guys want to pull her down, you can. But, yeah. Of course, B is getting full.
Black Orchid. Black Orchid?
Yeah, Black Orchid.
See.
I mean, back a while.
She does go back. She goes back.
Get that.
That's the only thing we can say about her.
That's really the only thing. Even the outfit, which is, you immediately know who she is because she has an outfit that stands out, but it's still an impractical outfit and one that's just kind of, I think fit for.
Got a bunch of C's there. All right.
No, I think JJ is the C too many B's for Nightshade. He's trying to pull her down.
Oh, Speedy.
Speedy.
S.
I think I can go S. I'm an A guy for him.
You got the Neil Adams run where he was a drug addict. He's got a long history. He was pretty good across it. He goes back to Justice League. The history, the covers, storylines.
I guess if we are going out of this group, if we are going beyond just Suicide Squad, okay. Because most of what you gave me was outside of Suicide Squad run.
Yeah, his Suicide was short anyways. We got a bunch of S's.
All right. And I don't think we'll have a lot of other options.
Ooh, he gave an A. But I think we're going S. B plus.
Ruben on speed. I get it. Got 3. Sidekick, but I did like Arsenal. Roy was an entertaining character. Even on Arrow, the TV show Arrow, I like the dude that had played Roy.
Yeah, because of... Is there a way to save him from D-T? Like, he's D or T, dude.
Yeah, No, I don't think so. Because I was about to say, well, if you really like that spread-legged just junk at you shot there that shows, apparently, then, maybe.
Suicide Squad's got a lot of trash in it, huh?
Well, I didn't want all these guys in the trash. I was hopeful.
D. He's got a D vote. Put him in D. Oh, we got an S tier coming up.
We do?
Believe it or not, This character was part of the Suicide Squad. Just lost the drawer. Awesome.
No, it's not your drawer, so it's okay.
Yeah, right. Believe it or not, this person was part of the Suicide Squad. We are going to put him into the S tier.
Well, we got to finish with Kronos. So Kronos, I left him in D.
Yeah, he's in D.
D for Kronos.
He is definitely a D tier character. Okay. Next up,
Infinite Frontier, huh? Interesting.
What do you say?
I'm looking at the comments here. I'll put it up on the thing. Teenage Moon Knight Productions says he likes Roy Harper. But they ruined him in Infinite Frontier.
Fair enough. Either way,
you're killing me with this.
So next up, we've got Penguin.
The Penguin.
S tier, right? You don't think that Penguin is S tier? The Penguin. The Penguin.
You know what was on a lot lately?
What?
Batman Returns. Batman Returns.
Based off Danny DeVito?
Yeah. I love Danny DeVito. Don't get me wrong. Frank, it's always funny. I love Frank. But the way they decided to play him as some weird monster penguin man was just awful. If they would have given me mobster, gangster penguin, little Napoleon complex, I'm short. I get it. I have it too, I guess. But all right, I'm not going to argue the S. As far as a character as a whole, out of this group, S. Like if we were just doing like Batman villains on its own, I probably wouldn't give Penguin an S. I'd probably be Penguin A.
I don't know. Some of his Silver Age colors were good. Like
I know. I love Burgess Meredith, and I love the Superpowers version too. I always like the umbrella and the. But Gotham Penguin, yeah. I did actually really did like. I can't remember dude's name, but Gotham Penguin. I did like Gotham Penguin a lot. Underrated show. It got a lot of crap, but it actually came around, that Gotham show. Yeah, for me.
You have to judge him overall.
Yeah, no, I know. So I'll give you that then.
Who came up with this list?
You did, but I'll tell you what. Two things came to mind when I saw this character. One, Vasquez from Aliens.
Okay,
that was a positive. Two, the name Duchess. If you know. That's Sterling Archer's code name on Archer.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Duchess. So I'd pull this out of the garbage to D for those two reasons.
Because you mentioned Archer, I might actually even put it to C. I think Archer gets a C.
I love Archer.
C or D, guys? What do we got? D.
But as far as the comic book character of Duchess, I have no idea. I just see Vasquez.
Put him in D. Put her in D, and if we can get her up, we can get her up.
Yep, D sounds about right.
Okay, next up is Parasite.
Ooh. Now I'm worried.
I don't know. A lot of people I heard it from were really happy with it. Really happy with it.
I think it'll be decisive. Not decisive, divisive.
I think any movie is apparently nowadays.
And yes, she was, Ruben. Vasquez was. Parasite.
Preamble and parent has had a daughter. Parasite, C. Even like, remember they did take out a car with them. Yeah. C? D?
C?
D?
C? Yeah. I could be talked into a B, but I'm fine with C. Right in the middle. I mean, I like the idea of Parasite. Yeah, but it's always comes off as cliched, like when you get to the story of like sapping power and sapping energy, like you eventually get to those the tropes of that kind of story. So, but yeah.
All right. What about Killer Frost? B?
I like Killer Frost actually.
A?
I could be talked into A because they gave her humble beginnings as a Firestorm villain, probably pretty low, but I think the Flash show kind of helped pull her up. But then also in the comics, they gave her a bigger profile too. Like when New 52 came out, they kind of bumped her up too.
And in the cartoons
she became, a pretty strong character. So I'd be, A.
A it is.
And it looks like I'm not alone.
No, A's good. I had her B, but A will go.
Stone Cold guy.
Slipknot. Slipknot.
The character, not the band.
Huh. Once again, B. I like the character. I mean, like villain wise, like okay.
I gotta pull him down to C just because of how they treated him in the movie.
Okay.
Example guy. Hey, let's just have somebody be example guy. We'll just blow somebody's head off. Let's make it this guy.
Feels good. All right.
D? Well, Solo gave a D. Ruben gives a C. JJ gives a D. So our Star Wars compatriots are pulling him down. But all right, then we got another C. Right in that range. What do you think? I'll let you make the call on this one. C or D? You break the middle balance.
Harvey put D up. Put him in D.
This thing is, look, before I move it, look at this thing. This thing is almost like a bell curve. It's like perfect.
If you have OCD, you're doing really good right now.
Oh. Now it looks like a broken Lego piece or something.
He doesn't like sparklers and snakes. Just because one movie ruined the guy.
Yeah, it did kind of hurt. It kind of hurts when you spend all this time as a comic book character. Hey, they're putting you in a movie, man. Oh, awesome. This is what you get.
That sucks. All right.
Just like Rhino. Poor Rhino. You get a weird Paul Giamatti doing an awful Russian accent as a suit that has some weird tattoo across his forehead that made no sense. Ugh. Sometimes movies can do you wrong. That's all I'm saying.
All right. But we are done. We are done. We have a C list, and we're going to have to make it fast.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to make it fast. Let's go. C list.
Well, let me give us our.
All right, here we go. C list. Let's put this together. The C list, as you know, it is not the A list. It's not the key list. There's not a lot of characters, but then again, we just went over the tier list, so there's a lot. Some of these might be scooting the D list at this point. But we started off with Supergirl #1.
There she is.
Darling Adventures in the 80s. Yep, it's Sai, and that is how she looks for about 20 years till they start putting clothes on her. Two things I'd like to add. One is great, and then what did I do here? So I did also the first appearance of her on the right in the special for the Doom Patrol and Suicide Squad #1. That is actually her first time where she joined the Suicide Squad. On the left is the Supergirl #1. That is her actually first appearance.
First electrifying issue.
Yeah, it is. How high are you, bro? Here we go. A little 20 will get you on that one. And then on the other side, how high are you, bro, for the special, her first appearance when she ends up hitting the Suicide Squad? Well, it actually is the same price as flea markets are for comics, not tattoos, and that is, I buy that for $1.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting fact.
I have 5 on it.
5's a little bit expensive. If you're paying $5
for
that, you're kind of overpaying.
I was just guessing.
Yeah, but even the Supergirl you could find for $5, and sometimes a little bit better depending on grade. But for high grade 20, you probably get for $10 nowadays. And this is why I don't think it'll ever fall below like the $10 thing. There's a preview. There's a Masters of the Universe preview, and it's kind of, if you remember the Superman Masters of the Universe, it's kind of like the follow-up to that inside there. I think it's like 8 pages or 10 if I remember correctly. But it kind of gives you a pretty good story, like a secondary story in there. Now, for all those people who are bent out of shape about how He-Man and whatever else never changes and it should be chronological, I'd like to point out in this story too, who's riding Battle Cat?
That Man-at-Arms?
Yeah. Only guy supposed to ride is He-Man. And who's flying the wing? Is that Merman?
Is that Merman?
That is Merman. So before we get too, you
can put your toys wherever you want.
Yeah. Before we get too tossed up on how He-Man is portrayed, do know it's always been a little bit of a mess. It's only to sell toys, guys. Speaking of women,
I'm just going to say very clearly, I like Revelations.
I did too. I thought it was great. Number 2, we're going over Vixen. I did the lion thing when she becomes the lioness again. Once again, Actions Comics number 521 would be her first appearance. There she is on the cover, also wearing something a little risque. And then her first Justice League is the Justice League Annual number 2. There she is, different costume down in the beginning with more of a reddish lion type hair. That didn't last too long. They kind of got rid of that quickly. We buy that for $1 too. So this is why I like Vixen. I already gave it away, but it's Welcome to Detroit because she was part of the Detroit Justice League, and that's kind of what you see in that annual. But this is $20 for the Action Comics. It's kind of like the high end of it, and $5 for.
It was higher. It was higher
for a bit. I mean, if you get a graded 2, I guess, but like realistically, though, I mean, like, it's not realistically, you can find these in the dollar bin gel. So, and they're not hard to find. If you look, you have to look. This next one you cannot find in the dollar bins. It's for Dr. Light, who is Arthur Light. Very interesting character, and we'll talk a little bit more about him later. Yeah. Very interesting character. Yeah, but Dr. Light, the older version of him, as you can see in Justice League of America number 12. But, this is what I'm going to say about this. Very interesting is that for a Silver Age comic, I don't think this is that pricey, like $100. You know what I mean? Like DC Comics.
Not for Silver Age.
Yeah. And you can get it in pretty good shape for $100. I'm not saying you're getting a 9.8 out of that. Like, don't be ridiculous. But like, high middle grade, like 7.
Even mid, I'd say, mid to high. Mm-hmm. But you're getting like you said, a Silver Age character that looks like Monarch from the Venture Brothers.
When he joins Suicide Squad, you have it's $1 bin. $1. Now, this is why Dr. Light is funny. His name, Arthur Light, he was a doctor, Dr. Light. They eventually merged him, not in Justice League, but later on for the Suicide Squad. He got merged with Dr. Light, who was the Asian character and a female and actually had the power of the light and was also a doctor. Yes, very confusing. I decided to throw up her first two, though.
Was she a good guy? Or was she a bad guy?
Yes, she was a good guy.
She was a good guy. He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. Mm-hmm. He's a little crazy in that. But a Wolfman character, too, and Perez, which I like, and that's a $1 bin digging find. You can find it all day. It is Crisis on Infinity Earth number 4, $1 bin digging. Make sure you guys are checking out $1 bin digging, by the way. Great show. It's on this channel here, Rennavision. Speaking of Shade, the Changing Man.
So you completely just left out the Infinite Crisis, Dr. Light, awfulness that they put on him.
Yeah, it's all right.
Ridiculous story. Anyway.
All right, so Shade, the Changing Man, number 1, Ditko art here. You can see him. He changes. It's actually cool. And then you also have him first time he shows up in Suicide Squad, which is Suicide Squad number 16.
It's Star Fox dressed up like an Eternal.
Honestly, though, I mean, buy a Ditko book for like $5.
I'm surprised it's not Kirby. I'm telling you, that looks like a Kirby outfit.
It does look, well, he liked Kirby too. $1 bin for the Suicide Squad number 16. But you can both, I mean, like $5 actually is probably the cheapest you can get this. Like Shade Changing Me at $5, that's a pretty good deal. You're probably looking more at like $10, but you can find it for $5. Finally, he did change around later on the New 52, where they gave him this look, and he ended up running into Constantine, and they did like a little thing with him.
No, it was a little crazy. Like Vertigo.
Oh, Vertigo. Sorry. Yeah, he becomes Vertigo. Yeah. But that's $1 bills, y'all. That's $1 book all day. So that's the new version of him. A lot of these characters have older and new versions too, so it's great to try to find both.
They also did that. What was it? The young animal version, where they made him they changed Shade the Changing Girl, but they're still playing off of that.
Yeah, same thing. Finally, actually very interesting. I had to go, Charleston Comics and their, they had that back and forth with DC, where they ended up getting all the characters from over there. You actually kind of see her. This is Nightshade in the. God, she looks better on the cover than she does actually in the book. She looks like really weird in the book, in purple costume and everything else. Captain Atom 82. How do you catch a ghost? That is her. But you can also find her in Suicide Squad. I was actually surprised at how much this book, Suicide Squad 1, has picked up.
Well, it's still first.
So $50 for the old, if you can find them, Charleston book in really good shape, really like 8s, you know what I mean? Where it's $20 for a raw copy of Suicide Squad 1. I don't understand the world sometimes, but it is what it is.
The book was higher.
You can get it's higher. Like
it was higher. I'm just saying it was higher.
It'll probably pop back up here again.
First movie, I think, really.
Yeah. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it goes for that. But is what it is. But that gives you a comparison of something a little bit older and a little bit more rare versus something newer, and the prices, what's going on there. And that's the C list. And guys, with that, I actually have to go. So that's the end of the C list. It was fun. Pete, you can finish it off if you need to, but I got to get out.
All right. Well, join us next week. I have no idea what we're going to do, so I can't spoil it, as Marco got mad at me for spoiling our Suicide Squad this week. But we are done for tonight. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Please like, subscribe, join the channel. Tell a friend to get them subscribed so we can give away another giveaway. We're going to be another day or so on my 900 giveaway. And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday. So come back and join us, and we'll have some more fun. With that, we're out.